Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech. We're going to unbox the LG Intuition. This is the latest phone/tablet to come out on Verizon, and this is LG's competitor to the Galaxy Note. It's $199 on contract with Verizon, has LTE, so it's pretty fast. Let's see what's inside here. Now, it's a huge 5-inch screen, and from other people that have taken a look at it, they say you can't really hold it in one hand. That may or may not be the case for me, but this is the phone itself. It's kind of ridiculous, the size. I can hold it, but that's a bit much. We'll set this aside and see what else is in the box. So we have start here. We have an LG NFC tag. That's pretty neat. So it has NFC capability. You can program that. That'll be interesting to try out. And here is the wall adapter to USB. So normal wall adapter USB. We have a micro USB. So USB to micro USB, just your normal data cable. And then we have a stylus. So we'll grab the stylus, set the rest aside, and take a look at this tablet, phone/tablet. The screen resolution is supposed to be pretty nice. It has the same screen resolution as the original iPad of 1024 by 768 and has a pixel density of 256 pixels per inch. It's an IPS LCD, just like the original iPad, although this is supposedly going to look a little bit nicer just because it's on a smaller screen, a 5-inch screen. Take all this little plastic pieces off, and the back actually has this nice textured feel to it now that I've taken that off. On the back, we have an 8-megapixel camera with flash. We have our speaker. Not really anything on this side other than this little door here, which houses what looks to be where the SIM card goes. Screen on the front, forward-facing camera, and on the side we have volume rocker up and down. On the bottom, another speaker and more plastic covering the chrome. And this is quite a huge phone, kind of interesting. And then on the top here, we have a little port for USB, sleep-wake, and headphone jack, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. Let me place the SIM card in. Put it in here like this. It's a 4G LTE device, like I mentioned before. Let's see if we can turn this on here. There, it's turning on. Pretty reflective screen, as you can see. And the processor is actually pretty fast. It's a dual-core Snapdragon S3 1.5 gigahertz. It has 32 gigabytes of internal storage and actually has about a gig of internal RAM. So it's pretty fast overall, or it should be anyway, given the specs. It runs Ice Cream Sandwich, Android 4.0, and it has their own interface over the top. So that booted up pretty quickly. Go to next, and now we have to wait for activation. The phone is now active, and it's going to present me with the setup wizard. We'll go through that. Well, I wanted to skip all that. We'll wait for it to synchronize. You can see I have 2 bars of 4G, which is pretty good where I am. Now, the actual battery life isn't bad for such a large device. It actually has a battery life, so they say, of 16 hours talk time and 5.4 hours standby. That's pretty impressive, is given the size of the device. And it has a 2080 milliamp hour battery. Let's skip all this for now, see if we can get right to the interface. Here we have the main interface finally after going through all the setup. It says overlap 2 icons to create a folder, and we knew that already. We have this stylus I unwrapped earlier, and one of the interesting things on this tablet is this little button on the top here. If I hit that, it goes right to Quick Memo, and I don't want to show this again. I'll hit done. And what that lets me do is make a quick memo on the screen. I can write over anything. So I can say hi. And right over the top of it, I can tap save, or I can just hit the button again and it asks me if I want to save or discard. Pretty neat little function. If I go to apps, you can see the default apps. And this is huge. You can see my hands are pretty big, so I can hold this. But while I was making this, I almost dropped this, so I had to record it a little bit differently. So this is a huge, huge device. To give you an idea of size, here's the Droid Razr Max. So this is the Razr Max, and this is a good size phone, but just to give you an idea of the size, this is a good size phone in general. Now we have this huge, huge phone. Well, I'll play around with this for the next few days, see what it's like to use, and maybe it's better than the Galaxy Note. I haven't used that extensively, so may need some of you to ring in and see what you think regarding the two, if you have a Galaxy Note and you've tried both. But the device itself looks nice. Things seem to be fluid, and it's kind of like having a tablet with a phone on it, so that should be pretty interesting. One thing I wanted to see, though, is let's see how big this keyboard is. So anyone that needs a large keyboard, I've had some questions about this. I don't think you'll be disappointed with the size of this keyboard. I don't know that you could get a whole lot bigger. Unless we go into landscape, then we have a giant keyboard. Most people's hands probably won't even fit across this, so I think this should solve most people's problems with keyboards. If you have any questions about the Intuition or anything you'd like to see regarding it that maybe you haven't seen elsewhere, please go ahead and place those in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please go ahead and subscribe. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.